Okay, we've talked about various buckyball arcs that served in the past. Tribalism served humanity in the past. It kept us alive as a species so we could proliferate, so we could technologize, so we could create Zoom and the internet, so we can talk and learn and grow more conscious here today and in the future. And as a part of that process, there's a dynamic of what might be termed resonance as a decision-making strategy that human beings have utilized in the past. And we would suggest that in its prior tribal traditional forms, it's no longer adequate as a decision-making process, method, or strategy, or dynamic. So in the past, we've heard different people say, well, the only way I can make a decision is if every single cell of my body is resonant with a particular choice or process. And if it's not, then it's an invalid choice. I'm not going to do it, and I'm going to resist transforming. I'm not going to learn anything. I'm not going to accept. I'm not going to be vulnerable because I'm so smart and I know so much that every single cell in my body should resonate with every choice I make. I would suggest that's not going to happen. Even if one could say, I can take a poll of every cell of my body and know every single one of them is absolutely aligned with this choice, it probably wouldn't be very functional and efficient in our world to try to do that. And there are people who are promulgating these approaches for decision making in this tumultuous, conflicted, fear-based, polarized, divided, separatist, challenged world we live in, tribalized world we live in. There are others who say, I have to feel absolutely, totally certain and safe in regard to any choice I make or process I participate in. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. Do these sound like recipes for inaction, for gridlock, for stubborn denial, skepticism, fear-based decision-making, setting a bar so high for making a decision or a choice in life that you say, well, sure, I can do that if it's a blue moon on a Saturday in this year, in this country, if it's raining and I'm in a house by a warm fire. Then I can make the choice, then I can take action, then I'll go ahead and I'll commit to doing something. Unless all those stars align, I'm just stuck. I'm ineffective. I'm powerless. I'm afraid, or I'm insecure. I'm uncertain. If we create these stumbling blocks for our own capacity to take effective, grounded, practical, constructive action in the world, we're going to be sitting on our hands while the Titanic runs closer to the iceberg. If we say, I have to be 100% at peace with this process, choice, or situation, otherwise I can't participate. I can't make a choice. Or all of my emotions have to be aligned and feel good about it, whatever it is. I would say that today's world is far too complicated for us to always feel comfortable in making any choice. If you go to the store and you try to pick out a loaf of bread, you will, and you read all the labels on all the loaves of bread, you may choose one that eventually that you feel best about, and you may not feel good about that loaf of bread. It may not have the number of grains that you want, or the kinds of grains, or it may not be the size or shape that you prefer. It may not have the flavoring that you prefer. It may have ingredients you don't like. It may have some sugar in it. Our world is too complex now to be making decisions based upon subconsciously referenced fears, beliefs, judgments, simulacra. Consciousness will allow us to navigate the most complex environments smoothly, gracefully, effectively, efficiently, directly, and successfully. Resonance with our gut is an ingredient in that process, and it's not the whole process. Discernment, conscious discernment, discipline, patience, willingness to study and truly understand, they're ingredients in that conscious process of discernment. Dysfunctional definitions of resonance create obstruction unnecessarily. They can create a learning process. If you spend your whole life saying, I can only take action in the world if I'm first safe and certain, you'll eventually learn by inaction, by all the things that you missed out on in life, that that's not an optimal decision-making strategy. And it might take a lifetime or lifetimes to get to that point of understanding. And we might suggest there's a quicker way to get to that point of understanding. We would suggest that if you're evolving, growing, and learning, there will be dissonance, there will be discomfort, there will be stress, there will be uncertainty, there will be challenge, there will be internal conflict of some sort. That doesn't mean not doing anything. It doesn't mean just meditating on our navel, so to speak, until we feel all good about everything. Consciousness, sovereign consciousness and enlightenment is not about inaction. It's not about not doing anything constructive and effective in the world. We say all this to empower, to honor your power, to honor your co-creative potential in this lifetime, to honor your potential, to honor your capacity to find vast fulfillment in life, and to let go of the pain, any pain that might result from choices made on incomplete information, in uncertainty, in a complex world, in a tumultuous social process that we call life, to help you feel empowered, act constructively, decisively, effectively, and efficiently. And if the results aren't everything you intended, expected, or wanted, to get over it quick and to go make some more choices and to take some more constructive action. And by doing so, to learn and evolve faster than other people, so that you can then help other people learn.